What's the name of this podcast again? Let me just make sure my mic isn't too loud. I think we're good.
Yeah,
all right.
good.
So what's up, guys? Welcome to the How Did We Get Here podcast. I got my friend Jimmy Camille in the house, also known as Art Monster 3. And just happy to bring you on and have you here with me, man. Appreciate it.
I already know.
So let's get it going. I mean,
Yeah.
so people may or may not know who you are.
Yeah.
But I've been following you for a long time, man.
Yeah,
I've been a fan for a bit. I just found out outside of the parking lot that you're 23 years old, which blew me away. Yeah, because I'm an old man. I'm 38 already. So, but tell me a little bit about. Well, let me start off with this. You're an artist, right?
Yeah.
You're an artist. I've seen your journey. I've seen you go from a skinny, scrawny kid, and now you're coming up all swole. So
Yeah.
So it's so interesting
That's
to
so
see
crazy.
it's been interesting to see your evolution.
Yeah.
It's been cool to see how, I mean, there's videos on Instagram of you sitting outside in the little field in FIU
Yeah.
with a bunch of sketches on the floor with just art tossed everywhere.
Yeah.
And then seeing you, I mean, showcasing in art shows, painting for famous people,
Yeah.
and just seeing how you're hustling and moving your art.
Yeah.
So we'll get into all of that, but it's just an honor to have you here. And I guess I'll get started by asking you, when did you start painting?
I started painting around March 2018. I remember it was around spring break.
Wait, you hadn't been painting prior to this?
Nah, it was the first painting. I did Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
So I did Lauryn Hill. So before painting, I used to just draw on paper. That's where the copies all over the floor came from. And I was trying to figure out, okay, how can I get the vision to be bigger? And as simple as the drawing was, it was really hard to try to draw it on the canvas. So, I practiced. I sketched it out a couple times, and then that's where I was like, okay, now that it's on a 30 by 40, I painted it. And then from there, it was like, yeah, I love painting. And then on top of that, I would bring it to FIU, and I'll just walk around with a big painting. Everybody knew who it was, some random black guy.
So wait, were you a student at FIU at the time?
Nah.
So you weren't a student. You were just pulling up at FIU.
I was a fake student. I felt like it was so funny. So what happened was, in the beginning, I stayed with my stepfamily.
Okay.
And I'm like a black sheep.
Okay.
So my dad cheated on his wife, went to my mom, made me, then went back to the wife. So I was like kind of an outsider. So growing up was really hard. I remember there was a time where my stepmom was like, oh, and I was 12. She was like, oh, when you're done with high school, we're putting you out. And at that time, I was just like, I don't know what she's talking about, whatever. But then when the time came, it actually happened. I was like, oh, snap.
So wait, so you turned 18 years old and they
Yeah, I
just
was
asked you to leave the
18.
house?
I was 18. So in high school, and it's crazy, before I even wanted to be an artist, I wanted to be a cop. So I went to Palm Beach State. I went to do the orientation and everything. I did FAFSA. But I did FAFSA wrong, and I didn't end up getting any type of money. So once my people found out, there was like, there's really no point of you being here anymore. So got put out, and then luckily it was not even for that long, but I got put out, and I had a cousin that stayed across FIU, stayed at an apartment complex. And I was like, bro, I don't have anywhere else to go. Can I come live with you?
So when you got put out, where were you staying?
Like, I was sleeping in the car, right? And then my homeboy's car. And then after that, that's when I hit up my cousin. And I was like, yo, bro, like, I don't got nowhere else to go. Can I come stay with you? He's like, yeah, fine. My cousin, we went to high school together. It's like different sides of the family. It's not, So I was like, can I come live with you? He's like, yeah. So I went out there. I slept on the couch and all that. And, at times I was like, man, is this going to be my life? Like, I don't have family support. I barely have friend support. Like everything is really on me. And I felt pressured, man. I remember like I was sweating, like, you know, going crazy, you know, because after high school, that's when life starts hitting.
Of course.
Because, you know, in school, you're just chilling. You're not worried about anything.
Yeah.
You're living. But after getting put out, it was like, okay, now it's time to take things seriously. I know kids my age, well, back then, you know, when I was 18, going to school, college, and all that stuff. But me, it was like I had to figure it out some way, somehow. So I was like, okay, I can't be a cop now. What's the next thing I'm good at? And I was good at drawing. I wasn't really that good, but it was a start. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep drawing every single day to get better. So I would just draw every day. And then my roommates, so we stayed with roommates. I was sleeping on the couch, stayed with roommates. My roommates would be like, bro, you should go on campus and, you know, show off your artwork. And I was like, nah, man, I don't even go there, bro. I was like, nah, bro. Like, what if I get arrested or something? Like, are you crazy? But, you know, it's a university. It's not like there's gates.
Of course.
Like, you know, like elementary.
Yeah.
So they were pushing me to, like, go out there and do my thing. You know, at first I was scared because it's like my first time ever doing this. Mm-hmm. Like, this is crazy.
What was your mentality then? Well, so a lot of people have a talent, but they tend to hide it, and they just kind of brush it under the rug.
Yeah.
So, but you're somebody who has talent, and then you're putting yourself out there to showcase your work. What gave you the courage to do that?
I was somebody, bro. Well, I'm somebody that's like, I'm gonna make it happen no matter what. You know, you gotta be fearless. You know, because at the end of the day, this is all on you. This is your life. Like, as I got older, it's like I can't point the finger like, oh, I'm here because of him or her, you know, my step family or whatever. Like, I have to make it happen. Like, it's all on me. If I end up a failure, it's all on me. If I end up successful, it's all on me. Like, everything is on me. So it was like I was determined to just make it happen. Like, no matter what pain I was going through. Of course, there were days where I was crying, days where I'm depressed, you know, but it was like I knew everything was temporary. And I knew that I had a calling, which was art. And from there, it was like, yeah, nothing's going to stop me, bro. I know you seen the photos. I had the shirt Fearless. I even had like the shirt Fearless. Like, I'll do whatever it takes, man. Like, yeah, that's why I went by Art Monster, because Art Monster, you know, when you think of a monster, you think of like, man, he's hungry. He's like vicious, you know, like crazy. So it was like, just go by Art Monster, bro, because I'm going ham right now.
Well, that's awesome, and that's powerful, right? Because you had very little skill. I mean, I'm sorry, not very little skill. You had a lot of skill, but you had never really put yourself out there.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely took some time, because when I came to Miami, I didn't even know anybody besides my cousin that I was staying with. I had no connections. I didn't even know what Art Basel was. You know, I didn't know anything. I started off from scratch with $50 to my name.
Where did you come from?
Palm Beach. I'm from Palm Beach.
Oh, you're up in Palm Beach.
Yeah, I'm from Boynton Beach. And so, you know, Palm Beach is like more of a retirement area. Nothing really goes on. So when I came down to Miami, it was like, oh, snap, this place is crazy. Like, so much you could do here compared to Palm Beach. But yeah, you know, I'm always grateful of the things that I went through, because it made me who I needed to be, you know?
Yeah.
Even though sometimes I look back and be like, man, I wish things were different. But I'm kind of like, I'm glad things didn't really change, because I don't know if I'd be the same person. And I love who I am, you know? I love that. I love teaching kids. You watch my story, you know? I'm always inspiring people, talking to people. If anybody needs me, you know? I'm a man that loves to serve, you know? And that's just who I am.
No, I think that was part of what I think I see the world through the same eyes, in terms of just wanting to help people, wanting to serve people. And I think when I first started following you, it was like, oh, his art is dope, but then it was the message that you were giving behind it.
Yeah, a lot of people they don't even follow me because of the artwork. They follow me because the vision, what I put out there, you know, because it relates to other people. Even when I'm being vulnerable, talking about my life problems, they're like, man, you're going through that, but you're doing so good. You know, there's people like me, like us, who talk so that the people that's not talking be like, you know, it's all right.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
So, yeah.
So in terms of So you go from painting outside.
Yeah.
There was at one point where I remember following you, and you had transitioned.
Yeah.
You were working a graveyard shift. Well, first you were working 3 jobs and riding a bike.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh.
And then you let go of that a little bit,
Yeah.
and you moved into working the graveyard shift
Yeah.
as a security guard.
Yeah.
And then you resigned. So tell me about that little path right there.
Bro, what's crazy was okay, so I had another friend of mine, and he did life insurance, and he was like, bro, you should do life insurance. You know, they always get you with that, oh, you'll make so much money, da 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 da. And at that time, you know, I'm just getting out of high school. I had nothing going on with myself, so I was like, you know what, F it, I'll do it. And then I did it. And around that time, I had a mentor, and she helped me out a lot. I told her my story, what I was going through, you know, sleeping on the couch, not having money, you know, not having any type of real help. She was like, come live with me and my husband. And I was like, what? I was like, whoa. I was like, what? But she was like, you know, she seen what I had going on. She knew that I wanted to be great and all that. And then at that time I was like, no, you know, I was like, I don't want to. Like, I was hard headed. Like, I was one of those, I'll find a way. I don't need anybody's help. Cause that's pretty much how, you know, I kind of built myself, cause I didn't have that much help growing up, which is why now it's like, I love helping, which is crazy. So yeah, I was hard headed.
Yeah, it's interesting because you've been, what has made you have this mentality was the fact that you haven't been helped throughout this whole path, but now you've decided that you want to turn around and help. How does that work, right?
Finding myself, well, the only good things you hear about yourself is what you tell yourself. And I would, back in the day, you know, staying with my step family, I would be like, you know, kind of downplaying myself, talking down to myself, because if they're telling me, you know, I'm not great, I'm not good, calling me names, then I started to feel like that way. But I was like, I can't do that. You know, I was like, I'm better than this. Like, this is not me. And it took a lot of self-love, self-talking.
But where did you find that? A lot of people get that abuse, and they're not able to like, you have this inner strength that has that comes out. So how did you get
bro.
that?
I don't even know. I have so much energy, man. Like, it was just, I wanted to prove to them that I'm not a mistake. So it was like, it's either I better myself or just stay in sorrow. Of course, I want to better myself. Wow. So it's like, I have to start talking good, start preaching good, especially now that I love motivating people. I have to embody the words that I say. You know, I can't be like, be great and all that, and then, but behind the app, you know, I'm sad. You feel me? Like, I can't, it's not going to go.
Yeah. But you have had periods of sadness, and you were so open and vulnerable on Instagram in terms of even within like the last maybe a year ago, I think it was. I hope you don't mind me saying it, but you were hospitalized at one point.
Yeah. I was going through a dark time around that time last year. I tried to take my own life, which was crazy. Like, it was like my first time ever really being close to giving up, and I really didn't like the fact that I put myself in that position, because it was like, that wasn't me. That's what happens when you're depressed. You know, the devil starts talking in your ear and all that. But, you know, thankfully that didn't go, you know, ending my life. And yeah, bro.
I hope not, because you're right here in front of me. So you're right here right now. So Jimmy, if you're not with us, let me know so I can step out.
Yeah, but
that's,
man.
So what kind of help did you get, or how did you get through that? Because that's definitely difficult, right?
Well, art, definitely art.
So that was your outlet. Yeah,
I don't know if you remember seeing me painting those sad characters. Those Mickey Mouse characters.
Oh yeah, that's right.
On the canvas.
Yeah,
like, it was. Yeah, I was going through it, but then, you know, through time, everything heals, and then I got a therapist. I go to therapy every week. It's been great. You know, it's been really helpful. It's really keeping my mind open, more aware of things. You know, I told my therapist, I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm trying to be better than who I was. I mean, that should be everybody, right? Because for me, I have a total vision of what I want to be, who I want to become, and the life that I want to live. And if I want to get there, I got to improve me.
Yeah.
You know? So, because the version I was is not going to get there. You know, the depressed Jimmy and all that stuff, that's not going to get to where I want to go. So it's like, it's either I work on me or be that guy, and I don't want to be that guy.
Gotcha. Was it when you went to the hospital, was that the first time that you saw a therapist?
No, it was like 2 months later. Two months later.
Oh, so it was after you got discharged that you went to see a therapist. So let me ask you this. A lot of people, because obviously this is, a lot of what I talk about is going to be involved with mental health because I've been in the field for 10 years.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Like, I even told Alejandra, I was like, man, I need a therapist, man. She was telling me to hit you up. I remember I hit you up and all that. But then I even started, was like being reluctant, like, nah, I was too hard-headed, but now I'm way better.
So what advice would you give to somebody who's going through a difficult time and they feel like, nah, therapist is for weak people. A therapist is for crazy people.
Nah.
I don't need that. I can do this on my own. What do you have to say about that?
It's definitely tough doing things by yourself because you're just holding the whole world. You know, everybody needs help at the end of the day. That's why we're all here, to help each other. It's like, why do it alone when you can get some assistance? You feel me? Like, it's really crazy. I used to think like that too, like, oh, it's for weirdos, you know, all that. But then it's like when you actually do it, it's like it's not you just venting. It's way more. You know, you're figuring out your weaknesses and attacking them. And yeah, bro, like, definitely. And talking about your emotions is really important. I used to just hold it in, but letting it out, and then when I let it out, it inspires other people because they're like, man, I'm going through that too. That's where people start hitting me. I'm like, bro, I'm glad you said that because, you know, I'm facing that, and now that you said it, it's like I can overcome it too. It's like, yeah, bro, that's the whole reason. Just say how you feel. Yeah. You know, because it does help. A lot of people be like, no, it doesn't help. It does help. You know, because you want people to understand you. You know, so yeah, definitely.
It's crazy how that vulnerability brings you power, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. And for me, as artists, I feel like we have a job to just inspire people. You know, it's not even about the artwork; it's what the connection you have with your audience. You know, that's why people buy my artwork, not because it looks cool, it looks nice. They're like, man, this guy has a vision. Yeah. Like, literally, this guy's working his ass off, and they're like, man, I want to support him. You know, the success isn't a journey.
That's why I bought your pieces.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna hold this up. I got Biggie here. I bought this. I don't have space to put it anywhere. I didn't have this office before. I'm gonna fold this up over here real quick.
Yeah.
So this is Biggie. This is a print. It's not the original. No, but I honestly bought this. It's been sitting in the plastic CO2 box back there too. I don't have anywhere to put this. Now I can put it in this podcast room. But
yeah.
And his work has evolved since this. So I just want to make sure I showcase your stuff here. You see, why Biggie? Why? So let me ask you this: before you were, I'm sorry to put this away. Before you were painting a lot more rap artists, a lot more musicians.
Yeah.
Before that, I saw abstract work where you were just going at it.
Yeah, the abstract. Yeah.
How does your artwork? What drives you to, I guess, produce different types of artwork? And is that something that's always evolving, or do you go back to, let's say, something that's more like pop art or something that's more recognizable so that you could sell and survive? Or what's your mentality?
Yeah, with the abstract, I'm someone that likes a challenge. It's crazy because even with the wood stuff that I do now, I'm like, it's easy to me now. So it's like, what different thing can I do? You know what I'm saying? So like with the abstract, I love playing with colors. Like I would always look at a photo and be like, man, this color could be this, that. And I'll just go to Michael's and just get some colors and just play around with it, you know?
Yeah, if you guys ever want to know when there's a sale at Michael's, you just follow his story. And he's like, yo, there's a BOGO. I'm going in.
Yeah, bro. They used to have mad deals before the whole pandemic. But yeah, just trying different things because I don't want to just do one thing. It's like, why limit myself, you know? Which is why I was doing the abstract art. And, well, with the pop art, you know, I've been doing that on paper, so it's just a little bit closer. Sorry. Yeah, I just transitioned to it on canvas, and then I transitioned it to the wood art. So that's something I just always been doing before I even started painting. You know.
Did you teach yourself how to actually cut the wood and do the woodwork? Or
yeah.
That was not a skill you had before.
Nah.
So you're constantly evolving, constantly learning.
Yeah. Just YouTube, man. YouTube University, man.
That's awesome.
YouTube University, bro. You know, a lot of people be like, bro, why don't you go to school for it? But it's like, I mean, right now, it's like, I don't really need to because now I'm actually making money off my art. You know, I just learn as I go. You know, that's just how I am. I just learn as I go.
So wait, what gave you, so there's a lot of people who have, like I asked you this before, but let me rephrase it. There's a lot of people who have talent and skills, but they're locked into their 9 to 5.
Yeah.
They want to go for that passion.
Yeah.
How do you make that transition?
Bro, we didn't even, that goes with the, we didn't even finish the last question.
Go ahead.
With the bike and 3 jobs.
Sorry, I got some ADD myself, so I'm going to jump around a little bit. So
with the bike and the 3 jobs, oh yeah, so I have to go all the way back.
Go back.
Okay, so when I was doing life insurance, my mentor at the time told me to come live with her. And I was like, no. But she was like, come. She was like, look, she was so on me. She was like, do you want to live on a couch or do you want your own room? And when she said that, I was like, I'll get her the room. Like, you didn't have to tell me. I was like, yeah, let me stop being hard, man.
Okay.
Like, so I get the room, and then, you know, that was even... I wasn't doing art as much because I was still trying to figure things out. So she told me to find a job. I was doing life insurance because I used to be a life insurance agent, but I was like, man, my heart is just not in this. Like, you know, they were making money, but it was a lot of work. But it was like, man, I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
like,
there was no passion there.
Yeah, there was. I was like, man, this isn't me. I've always told her, and I always told other agents that I was working with. I was like, man, I don't care if y'all make 10 bands or whatever. It's a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but, you know, my heart is just not in it. It's like, I don't want to do this. It's like, this is not the only way to make money. You can make money off of art too,
yeah,
you know?
Of course.
So I told her that. I was like, yeah, I don't want to be a life insurance agent. Then she was like, if you don't want to be that, then got to find a job. So I found a job at Panera Bread, and then I had a security license. So I had applied to 2 other security places. I live across the street, so I want to go buy a bike. That's how I went to all the jobs. It was like, so when Panera Bread was done, I would go to the other security job just on the bike. I was sweaty, man, because they were like 2-3 miles apart.
Okay.
And, you know, I go in the bathroom, take a shower, you know, freshen
Clean
myself
yourself up
yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, do my best. But yeah, every job that I went to, I was like, man, I know I'm more than this. It's like, why am I here? Like, I know I could be a top dog. Like, I know I could be a boss. It was just every single, like, those jobs were my motivation just to get out.
Yeah.
Like, every time I went, I was like, man, I need to paint. I need to do something, man. I can't be here for too long.
It's funny because right now you're saying this.
Yeah.
And my friend Raw Endurance back there, hit him up on Instagram, is talented, so talented. Yeah. You should check out his work on Instagram. Sure. And I think he's on the same boat. I hope his boss doesn't hear this, but he wants to follow his passion.
Yeah.
And he's looking for that road, right, Eddie?
Right.
So it's cool that you're saying this, and he's sitting back there because I feel like he's probably like, was this a setup? Why am I sitting?
Nah. But it was just something I knew I was much more. Like, I knew, like, I don't ever want to live it myself. Like, I know I could go beyond. You know, even successful people, they just keep going. It's not like they just stop once they touch whatever money they have. It's like, no, I know I could do more.
Yeah.
You know? So I started to paint more. And then, you know, and it's crazy. The reason why I go by Art Monster 3.
I know why you go by Art Monster 3. I can say it. Because you lost your first account.
There you go.
My boy has been through 3 accounts on Instagram. His account is getting hacked. He wasn't using 2-point verification or something. And I saw him go from having like 15,000 followers. Then he's like, oh, that account got hacked. Now I have this other account, Art Monster 2. He worked that one up to like 12,000 followers. That one got taken. What's going on, Jimmy?
Yeah. I have no idea. But, you know, at the end of the day, nothing was going to stop me, bro.
That's what's cool.
Nothing stopped
Because
me.
I saw you have a lot of followers and lose an account. And I was like,
yeah,
damn, my boy's going to be crushed. Like,
yeah.
I worried. I'm like, from afar, obviously.
Nah, I worried, too. I'm not going to lie. I was like, man, I got to clock back in. Yeah. I was like, oh, snap. I was like, oh, shit.
You got to go back to work.
Yeah. I was like, oh, my
Back
God.
to life insurance, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, which is really crazy. But, you know, I still kept painting and then kept promoting, like posting art. And yeah, bro, people started to buy. So when people started to buy, I had quit Panera Bread. That job had to go. I hated it. And then I saved up some more money. I got my first car like 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. I had like a Ford Taurus, like those cop cars.
Yeah.
And then still kept doing security, but still kept painting. And then from there, I had enough money to, okay, now that second job is gone. So now it's like one job left, man. One job left. And 2 years ago, and it was so crazy. 2 years ago, the last day that I quit that job, that I was there, somebody bought a painting from my website for $1,000. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, this shit is possible. Like, I was like, oh, snap. Like, I'm going crazy. Like, this is the day I quit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done. 1,000. Boom. It's like, oh, yeah, I got to go heavy, man. It's like, yeah, this is meant to be. I got another testimony that I was trying to tell you. You're in it, too. You don't even remember. So, it was like, okay. So, when I first moved to Miami, I didn't know what Art Basel was. You know, people on campus were telling me. They're like, bro, you should go to Art Basel. I'm like, what the hell is that? Yeah. So it's around Woodward. I'm like, where's that? Like, every time they kept telling me a location, I didn't know anything because, I'm here. But I was staying with my cousin, and we just drove to Wynwood and all that, and we seen. I was like, oh, snap, this is crazy. There's a lot of art here. And I found out that they're doing volunteer for Art Basel. So I volunteered 2017. It was really nice, really dope to be behind the scenes and see, these artists do murals and all that. It was pretty dope.
What were you doing? What were you doing at that point?
I was just drawing. I didn't paint it.
I don't know, but you said you volunteered.
Oh, volunteered. Oh, it's like help the artists out, like, get cans. If they were all the way high, I'd be like, hey, can you go get a can? Like, I was like, all right, no problem. Like,
all right, yeah, whatever they needed.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Just simple stuff, nothing crazy. Then 2018, I was in a little show in Little Haiti. I sold my first piece. It was like a Malcolm X piece. I sold it. I was really excited. And then I grind to the point where I was in 8 shows for Art Basel 2019. Right? And then you don't even remember. If you look, you probably, hold on now. So, like, I was in 8 shows, and I didn't sell anything during those shows. Telling you to get closer. Oh, yeah, my fault. No, you're good. I didn't sell anything during those shows. And I was so sad and depressed because it's not even about the money. It was, or somebody buying, you just want to, it's not, you're doing all that for no reason. It's appreciation. It's like, oh, my God, you bought this from me. When somebody buys something from you, even an artist, content creator, or whatever, it's like they're buying your failures, the amount of times you've done it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the amount of hard work. So nobody didn't buy. And then I was in Wynwood. I got this big piece of canvas. And I just started going crazy, like scribbles, like doing freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like some movie. And I was really kind of down, so I just sat down on the curb. And then I don't remember how the convo started, but I was talking to you, and you were like, "Bro, don't give up," and all that stuff. Like, you got this. I was like,
"This was while you were out there in Wynwood?"
Yeah, it was 2019, bro.
And we're DMing.
We were talking to each other,
but talking on the phone or
no,
DMing?
no, DMing.
Okay.
And then you're like, "Bro, don't give up," and all that stuff. And I was like, "Man, I need a sign." And then I just get up. You were talking to me, motivating me. I get up and I start freestyling again. And like 10 minutes later, bro, somebody tapped me. Somebody was like, "Bro, are you selling that?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "How much?" I'm like, 600. He's like, "I'll buy it." And I was like, "Oh, shit, the sign." I was like, the sign, yo. Bro, I don't know if the messages are there, but if you go on the Camille Jimmy, my first account, bro, you were talking to me. I was like, "Bro, I need a sign." Then the sign came. I was like, "Oh, shit."
That's crazy.
Like, it wasn't even about him buying it. It was like, bro, I needed a sign.
Yeah.
And then what's crazy was the dude was like, "Here," he gave me the 600 and was like, "Bro, when you're done with it, hit me up." At that point, I could have just ran off with his money.
Yeah.
But I'm not that type of person. I'm a businessman. I don't do any of that. So I finished the painting. Then the next day, I hit him up. Like, "Hey, the painting's done. Da da da." He's all right. So he comes to the house. He looks at the art room. He brings his wife. His wife chooses a painting. So they get 2 paintings now.
Boof.
And I'm like, I was just hugging the heck out of them.
They were like, probably like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, bro. It was like, I was like, "Man, y'all don't understand what y'all did. Like, it's not even about y'all buying it. It's like, I needed a sign, man." Yeah, and when that happened, it was like I know this is for me. You know,
that you're on the right path.
Exactly. And I just kept doing what I do, and yeah, now I'm here, and I'm only gonna go even farther, which is crazy.
And I know it. I know it.
For sure.
I've seen it since the beginning. I will be like, "Who's this kid? This kid has a lot of fire."
Yeah, bro. A lot of energy, bro. It's like I'm on a mission, man. I need to make it happen, bro.
And I follow people like you because it's contagious. Right? No, it's that is contagious, right? And that's why people follow you because we need that as humans. And the fact that you put it out there helps motivate me. Like, I'm 38 and I'm hungry, but I need fuel.
Yeah.
Right. And I need something and somebody to propel me forward. And so I follow people like you, like Eddie, a lot of people that I follow, like Alejandra, who just are so passionate.
Yeah.
And not only that, they put themselves out there and they're vulnerable. And they show you like, "Man, I'm pursuing this with everything I have, but in the same breath, like, these are my struggles, but I'm going to keep going."
Exactly.
I'm going to keep going.
Exactly. That's why, bro, I just stay real. I stay committed. I stay true. And, that's just how the blessings keep coming. I don't pretend like I have it, because I really don't. A lot of people be like, "Man, Jimmy, you're successful." I'm like, I'm really not. Like I'm doing all right for myself. Yeah. But like, for me, success to me is like,
what is success for you?
For me, success, it's like when my family's not struggling no more. Where I could be in a position to take care of them and not worry. The reason why I keep working hard is because I didn't grow up with a family, and I love my own family. I would love to have my own, have a wife, kids, and all that, take care of them. I want to be the person I wish my mom had. And I always told myself that, just a great guy, helping people and all this stuff, like, which is why right now I'm working on myself a lot so that I don't carry all those burdens when I'm older.
Oof, that's so powerful what you just said. That is so profound. That you're working on yourself, for real. Which you're working on yourself now, so you don't carry all these burdens into your next relationship.
Yeah,
pass it on to your
kids, and all of that, because I've seen that. I've seen it. I've gone through it, and I was like, I don't want to be that. I literally do not want to be that. And the fact that I'm in this position that I am right now is like I have to just keep working towards it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, I just put up a post today saying like so many of you are out here looking for this magical relationship.
Yeah.
But you've never even looked in the mirror.
Yeah, you have to. That's why I did those that's why I did those 3 paintings of me, the portraits of myself. You know, it's like figuring out who I am and who I want to be and all this stuff. Like, you really have to talk to yourself to know yourself. If you don't know yourself, you're just going to be lost. You're going to be going with the flow. And I don't want to go with the flow.
No, not only are you going to be going with the flow, but you're going to get yourself involved with somebody else who probably hasn't looked at themselves in the mirror.
Exactly.
And then you guys are going to have problems in your relationship without ever recognizing, hey, what am I doing to cause this in the relationship?
Exactly.
Because if all you're doing is pointing outwards at the other person, it ain't going to work.
No.
And I told people, what I said was, people got to start using a mirror instead of using a sword. Because it's easy to stab the person in front of you. But damn, sometimes you just got to look at that reflection and say, wait, where did I go wrong? What did I not communicate? What were my expectations that I didn't give to this person?
Exactly.
So I think that's huge.
It's a lot of self-reflect, you know, which I do so that, you know, it doesn't happen again. And, you know, it's all about accountability. You know, you don't want to be like, oh, it's like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
You know,
let me ask you, you said that you're doing this off for your family, but then you said that you really didn't have a family growing up. So are you talking about the family that you're going to have, or you just, or who do you consider your family right now?
I'm not going to lie, pretty much my mom.
Okay. No, it's cool. I just wanted to clarify because
my mom, I had actually went to Philly, like 2 weeks ago, and my mom's not doing well. She has like blood clots, diabetes, heart failure, kidney. It just keeps going on, and I'm not gonna lie. It's like I'm surprised she's still, you know, here, because what she's going through is just really, really hard to see. I haven't seen my mom in 3 years, and seeing her like that really broke me, and I was going crazy in the hospital. I'm not gonna lie. And it was like, yeah, man, as much people tell me I'm successful and all that stuff, it's like I'm really not. You know, I just hate to see my mom in, you know, like that. And, you know, I made a promise to myself to better myself, you know, improve, you know, just be great, you know. I mean, that's all I could do.
Well, you're doing it.
Yeah, and have faith, for sure. But yeah, I need it. I don't know how to explain it, but I just seeing her like that was just, you know, I can't waste time.
Yeah.
I don't have time to waste. So, yeah, man, I got to go ham. I got to go heavy. You know, I got to do what I need to do. So
it's interesting how you take all of these things that crumble some people, and I can hear it that you're like, nah, I got to move forward.
Yeah.
So you use this to kind of fuel you forward.
Yeah. Well, yeah, unfortunately, it sounds bad, but it's like, you know, yeah, I have to let that pain push me. I have to remember what's my why. Why do I do what I do every day? You know, I do what I do because of my mom, people, you know, my future family, myself, you know, mainly myself. You know, it's just, you know, you look back at life and be like, man, I went through all that stuff. That's why I keep working hard, so I don't ever have to go through that stuff. Mm-hmm. That's the whole point of going forward.
Yeah. Jimmy, you're 23, but you've lived and you have some words of wisdom, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Which is crazy. Like, I'm a goofy person, but like, I'm really wise. I know what to do and what not to do. It's like, you know, at the end of the day, I love making people happy. I love being around people. You know, that's something I've always enjoyed. People that actually care about you. Yeah. You know, people that want to see you win. You know, that's who I surround myself with.
Good.
You know,
that's huge. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like, because you it's almost like you feel it. You can almost feel, or you can gauge like, oh, this person doesn't want what's best for me. This person wants to hold me back.
For sure. You could, you know, we decide who we want to stay in our lives. You could literally cut somebody off. So if you know someone's bringing you down, having bad energy, or just making you feel like you have to get out of character, then they're just not the one. So
it took me a long time to learn that, Jimmy.
Yeah, it took me a long time too.
You're 23. You're 15 years ahead of me, man. So let's talk about I'm gonna jump subjects real quick.
Yeah.
Let's talk about IG and its algorithm. You dropping the nun, man. You know what that is, right? This is my boy Alex gave me this, and it's a nun with a grater. And he said, and it says inside, there is none greater. It's a cheesy joke, but I think it's just a really funny card, so that's why I like to hear.
Yeah,
it's blasphemy too. You dropped that, and you know.
God bless you.
Yeah. So let's talk about the algorithm. You've come up to about 50,000 followers, right? Almost 50K. Almost. Almost 50K.
Yeah, man.
But we've both experienced this. Me because I'm shadow banned, but whatever. That's besides the point. Like you can remember the day I told you look up my name and you couldn't find me until you put my whole name.
Yeah, that's
crazy. So you have 50,000 followers, but then you've also seen your visibility drop, bro, your likes dropping. So what's up with that?
I mean, shit, I'm not the creator. It's Instagram. I honestly, it honestly sucks because it's like, well, it does slow down business a bit, but you know, it just sucks that people aren't seeing what I'm creating. You know,
I hear you.
So, they said soon they'll make everything chronological order, but I don't even know when's that. But for now, it's just, and it's crazy. Like, it keeps growing, but for some reason,
everything drops.
Everything just keeps dropping.
The impressions drop, the likes drop, the comments drop.
Bro, look, I'm gonna show you. 45, right?
So he's at 45,000 followers, all right?
46. That was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So I gained 1,100 followers overnight. But it's still trash.
Yeah.
I don't understand, but you know.
So do you feel, has that hurt your business?
Right. I can't really tell. Like,
you haven't seen sales drop?
Well, it's because it's slow season. Because, you know, Christmas just happened.
Okay.
And everything really picks up in March, you know, after tax season. You know, everybody's like, bro, I got you after tax. I'm going to hit you up, man. I got you. But, yeah, that's how everybody is. That's how everybody is. But nah, you know, I still get some orders here and there. But right now, since it's been just slow, I just been painting what I want to paint, like cartoons and all that stuff. So, I mean, I know I'll be fine. I'm not really worried about it. But it does suck seeing that. It's like doing the opposite.
Yeah.
Like,
you're seeing growth in terms of people following you, but then your visibility is decreasing.
It's decreasing. But
strange.
At the end of the day, the real followers are going to search me and look for me. You know, like, man, I haven't seen this guy on my page in a while. Where he at? So they'll search it up. But I'm not really worried about it. I am worried about it, but I'm not really like that worried about it.
And why? Why doesn't that like... And obviously you're a fighter, so you're seeing the opposite effect. You're seeing like a paradoxical effect, where you should be having more visibility. You have more followers. You're seeing less visibility. How do you still motivate yourself if you feel like, man, people aren't seeing it?
I mean, I don't really I really paint for me, but it's obviously nice people seeing it. You know, at the end of the day, I always tell myself, I don't care what I go through. I don't know what's happening. The life that I'm going to live is going to happen regardless, because my determination, you know. So, bro, 3 accounts already. You see me lose followers, new account, but I still keep coming. You know, I still keep going. This guy's
crazy to me.
I still keep going.
When I saw you were losing accounts, I was like, what's going on here?
Nah, but
so what do you got going on in terms of this year, in terms of shows or?
With shows, nobody has really hit me up for shows. It's been because, you know, the pandemic, bro. Before the pandemic, I was in a bunch of shows. And when that whole shutdown happened, it was like, I looked at my email, cancel. I was like, what the hell?
Because you were just getting it going, huh?
Yes, bro. I was just getting it going. And it's crazy. When the pandemic happened, I thought my business was going to slow down. But it actually up stupid crazy. You see me, I was selling a bunch of, before I started to do the wood stuff, I was just painting celebrities or doing customs, like if somebody wanted themselves. Yeah. But it started to pick up really mad fast. And another thing too, which is crazy, after the whole hospitalization thing, a month later, I started doing the wood stuff. And that's when the art just boomed. And I was just like, whoa, none of this would have ever happened, if I,
Yeah,
like, and which is why I'm grateful. But nah, I definitely, I'm always motivated. I don't let social media slow me down. It's social media. In real life, I'm gonna make this shit happen.
Yeah, for sure. What was it that led up to you being suicidal?
I was really depressed, mad depressed, man. Whoa, look, now that you're telling me, I'm really thinking about, like, damn. My mom, I felt alone. They have that family support. I just got out of a 3-year relationship. My car wasn't working. When my car wasn't working, that's when I was like, oh man, that's it. Like, this is like, it was a lot. And I was so depressed. Like, I wasn't painting. I was smoking a lot of weed. I was just doing a bunch of things that I don't do. I went to clubs. I don't even go to clubs. Like, I was like, what the hell am I here? Like, so I just decided to stay home.
That's the weirdest feeling, right? When you're in a club and it's like 2 a.m, you're looking around,
yeah,
and it's just like, I don't even belong here.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Like,
I'm not gaining anything being here. I'm just standing around.
That's why I don't go. I don't really go to clubs unless I'm with my friends if they want to go. But I don't just, hey, I'm going to the club today. Like, yeah, I was just really, really mad depressed, and yeah, that's when I decided to try to do that. But it was, I don't know, it was just too crazy. But I'm thankful that didn't happen.
How did you end up actually going to the hospital?
I guess not even gonna guess, but someone.
And if this is not something you want to talk about, it's fine. It's not a big deal.
Nah, reached out to someone, and I was just telling them I was going crazy and stuff. I was like, I think I might hurt myself, and all that, and they called the cops.
I'm glad.
Yeah, they called the cops, and
and did you
had like when I was younger, when I was depressed with my step family, because imagine if you have like 8 people getting on you every day. It was like mental abuse. Like, you're nothing. You're this. You're trash. You're And I was like, I look back at my younger photos. Like, man, I was an innocent kid, and I had cut myself. I was like trying to kill myself back then. But my sister had caught me in the act, and she was like, "What are you doing? This and that." And I was like, I didn't want to be here. Because at that time, even my stepmom wasn't giving me food. So it'll be to the point where I'm knocking on people's doors for food. Yeah, I felt I was really, really neglected. Like, I felt so alone. But I grew up with my childhood friends. Their family helped me out. And I was jealous because it was like, man, you guys got parents. You guys got it.
You got love.
Love. Like, I don't have any type of love, which had hurt me, and I did carry it. Now it's like I forgave those people. We're cool now and all that. But back then it was just like, whoo, it was tough. But what doesn't kill you makes you, So that made me even stronger So that's why I'm just so determined, because I just been through a lot. And it's like the challenges that God throws at me, I just take it as a game. You beat level 1, you beat level 2. It's like different levels, but it's better than the last level.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, you know, all that really just pushed me to being a monster. You know, just yeah, seriously, like go get it, go make it happen, man. Go talk your testimony, go help other people. You know, cause bro, I know people that go through it. Everybody's going through something. You know, at the end of the day, you know, it's all on us to make ourselves better. You know, we owe that to ourselves to be better. Because a lot of people, they know that they could be doing better, but they just choose to stay the same. But me, it's like, if I know I could do more, it's like, why not? You know, I'm only young. I said I'm only young. You only live once. And yeah, bro, I got a story to tell.
Woo, 23 years old, and he's...
Yeah, man.
You've been through a lot. There's actually a study called the Adverse Childhood Experiences Study. Mm-hmm. And what the study shows is like what happens to us between the years of 0 to 12 years old is a major determinant in what happens to us throughout our lives. And some of those things might be physical abuse, emotional abuse, psychological abuse. If you have a parent who has a mental illness, if you have a parent who's incarcerated, if your parents are divorced, I mean, there's a long list. If you look up the Adverse Childhood Experiences Study, it kind of goes on, but it shows you how from the years 0 to 12, it's a major determinant of what happens to you throughout your life. But
so
if we started counting the traumas that you've experienced, because you've just disclosed it, you just said it to us, you probably hit 4, 5, 6 of those adverse childhood experiences, but you're not a statistic. And that's what I think is powerful.
Yeah.
Is I'd love to hear stories like yours to show somebody else who's going through what you have already went through.
Yeah.
And give them the example that, dude, even though you've been through hell, you can still overcome it, and you can pursue more, and you can use all the bullshit to propel you forward instead of it just being a burden that brings you down. Yeah. But it's because also that you've reached out for help. Although your family wasn't backing you, you've surrounded yourself with the right people to back you, that believe you and that support you. Yeah. And I do remember us, I didn't know where you were at that point, but I do remember texting you when you were down. Yeah. I didn't know you were at Wynwood painting live, which is pretty cool. But
yeah, it was
we all have those moments. We all have those moments where we're breaking.
Nah, yeah, for sure. You know, like I said, man.
But wait, your power is in your vulnerability. Yeah. That's where your power is.
Yeah, a lot of people like me because you know, I open up. It was like I want people to know me, you know, cuz I'm going to get bigger. So it's like, why not? You know, like, and plus I have a powerful story cuz I'm powerful, you know.
Let me tell you, you've gained like 40 pounds since the last time I saw you. And you need to chill out.
Yeah. Yo, what's crazy was
you need to chill out.
So how?
But if you want to go, we could go. We'll go live.
So I was mad skinny. I still feel small. Yeah, I still feel small. So I was so obsessed with my dream, with, you know, making it
large
happen.
Black men like you is the reason I carry a gun, sir. Just want to put that out there.
I promise you, I am going to get even bigger, bro. Like I see myself getting more fit. So like,
you're gonna live up to that name, Art Monster. Huh?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I was really skinny, and you know, when you're focused on something, you ever been focused on something for so long, you forget to eat.
Wait, time out. I actually don't even own a gun, guys. So before people start putting that out on the internet, like,
no. Yeah. So you know, when you're focused on something, you forget to eat. And that was literally me every single day, just painting, drawing, whatever. So when the business started really, really popping off with the wood stuff, it was like, okay, I don't need to go that crazy, like how it go crazy, right? And I was like, okay, now I can focus on different things in my life, different aspects. And yeah, I definitely was tired of being skinny. I remember telling myself, I was like, man, I cannot be skinny when I'm older, bro.
Yeah, you're always making fun of yourself, how you used to look. The ladies didn't want you back then, but now they come. Now they're calling you, right? Yeah. Now they're sliding in the DM.
Nah.
What was high school like for you from trying to get a girlfriend? It was rough.
It was rough. I had the face, but I didn't have the body. I looked like like SpongeBob. Oh my God. Yo, horrible. So I was like, so when even after out of hospital and all that stuff, it was like, okay, now I really need to make me the man I want to be. And I've always saw myself being bigger than how I looked. I was nothing. I was pathetic. That was like crazy. Look, so like.
Well, your damn stepmom was holding meals back from
you.
What the heck, right?
Yeah.
How you supposed to have some muscle? So she's holding you back from picking up chicks.
I was
too.
barely eat. It wasn't like I was starving myself or anything. It was just I'd constantly be working. That's just how bad I wanted it. And then it was in August. I got me a gym membership at UFit. And, you know, now that I'm making money with my art, it's like I could eat what I need to eat. And then just started working out every day. You see me every day. I was like, clock in. Like, tell my other friends, like, clock in. Like, they're in college. But, you know, I'm always tagging them to remind them to go work out. But, yeah, you know, and it's only been 5 months. I gained, like, 55 pounds. Now it's close to 60. I'm at 200 right now. I'm trying to get a 220.
I'm telling you, slow down. You're going to want that weight to come off as you get older. I'm just letting you know. I'm warning you now. Look, it's recording right now. You're going to play this back in 10 years. Be like, damn, Adrian was right. I should have stayed a little bit lighter.
I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna keep it up for sure. But yeah, that's how it went, man. Gain some weight. I need it now. You know, when you're skinny, especially as a guy, as a man, you know, man, get out of here. You know, when you macho, they're like, oh, snap. You know, you get respect. You get some
definitely.
form of respect.
Of course, yeah, because they know that. Yeah. Well, because when you work out, it shows you got discipline, you got drive, you're motivated.
Committed.
Yeah, you're committed to something at least.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, of course that's going to be attractive because that means you got discipline.
Yeah, I was skinny, man. I mean, nobody was trying me, but it was just like, I don't want to be skinny, man. Like, nah, even when I was little, I was like, man, I cannot be skinny.
Well, let me tell you, the way you've built yourself up, not only physically, but emotionally and mentally. Is it's evident, right? And it's evident not only like you said in your physical build, but dude, just in the words that come out of your mouth that are full of wisdom. So
yeah, for sure. You know, I believe we all can make it. You know, greatness isn't selected to the few. You know, it's just some people work harder than others. Some people stay at 70%, which is average. Some people stay at 80%, which is good. 90 to 100, that's great. That's where I'm always there. You know, I'm always trying to improve myself because I'm my biggest competition. You know, I have never compared my art to other artists. You know, it was just like, that's their path. This is my path. You know, so yeah.
I love that. I'm my biggest competition.
Yeah.
And I believe that too. You're your biggest competition. Yeah, I think too many people waste their time looking around to see what other people are doing, what moves other people are making. And if you just focus on yourself and you put blinders on and you just say, what am I doing?
Bro.
What do I need to do to move forward? Because that's just a distraction. Because they're living their life and you have no idea what's going on with them internally.
Exactly. And, you know, it's all about, staying focused, working on yourself. I'm not going to lie, working on myself, I have not really seen family members. I haven't really seen friends. I've just been on, like, preparing myself to be better. Yeah. And, you know, it's true what they say, you know, success is a lonely world. It really is. Cause I'm like, every day it's like, damn. This shit kind of lonely.
Well, yeah. But, you know, like the life of an artist.
Yeah.
A videographer sitting down editing. A photographer. Anybody who's working in the arts, a musician. When you start looking at their craft and what they've done and what they've developed, these are thousands of hours of them sitting by themselves.
Yeah.
This is not something you do in a group setting where everybody's together painting, drawing, playing music. No, you're by yourself. You're locked in. You're looking at those notes. You're practicing whatever, your vocals. You're practicing a stroke of a pen or of a brush. And that's repetition, repetition,
Yeah, for
repetition.
years. Yeah, I'm 23, and for me to be at where I'm at 23 is really great because not a lot of 23-year-olds are, doing what I'm doing. That could be able to be kind of free. I'm not saying I make millions.
No,
I really don't. But I'm in a good position.
And you're doing what you love.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
that's what's powerful.
Yeah,
that is so that is rich.
Yeah.
You're doing what you love. You're making a living.
Yeah.
You're passionate about it, and you're inspiring other people.
Exactly.
Jimmy,
that's something I've always wanted to do.
You are rich.
Yeah.
Like that's what you got to get. For real. I mean it. It's now where I'm starting. I've always worked for the man my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
My whole life, I've always worked for a paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I have my own office, and I've seen it flourish in a year and a half. But I've always been that guy looking for a check, always taking the safe road. I got a paycheck. I got health insurance. I got dental insurance. Ooh, I made it. And that's all my parents taught me. But now I'm seeing this. Oh, look, I can create. Mm-hmm. I can build a team that works for me and is working towards my vision because I'm just like you. I want to help people. And so if I build that team with me that wants to help people, now I can make like I tell my friend Alex all the time, I'm like, I don't need to make a splash in this world. I'm not going to be a tsunami, but I'm going to make a ripple and I'm going to make a difference on the people, at least in my proximity. Yeah. If I'm alive and you're next to me, I'm going to make sure I let people know who Art Monster is. Yeah. I'm going to make sure I let people know who Raw Endurance is. I'm going to make sure I let people know who Erica is because these are people who I see them and I see their talent. Yeah. And I don't want them to be quiet.
Yeah, for sure. I always tell, bro, you have those people, man, I love doing this, but I'm scared to put it out there, But it's like, why be scared? That's why I go to the beach and go paint. That's why I could go to the streets. It's like, funny stuff. I always tell myself, man, I'm never going to see these people again. I'm never going to see these people again.
I'm trying to teach that to my daughter.
Yeah, I'm never going to see these people again.
I need to ingrain, if you want to take my daughter for a day,
I'm never going to see these people again.
She's going to see Jimmy come along like, Jimmy's your babysitter, Eva. Good luck.
Yeah, I'll take her to a crowd. Because, bro, it's if by you saying you want to be an artist or a photographer or whatever, that takes thousands of action. Yeah. Literally.
Of course.
And on top of that, it's like, okay, what can I do differently from what they're doing? Yeah. Because the dream that you have, everybody has it. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, what can I do something differently? That's why I started going to the beach and all this stuff. Putting myself out there.
I think that's so dope. The fact that
just the other day, I was just painting on some random street.
Yeah, I saw Pembroke. On the corner of Pines Boulevard.
Yeah. I was just so bored.
Right? So you're just like, so you just pull up and you.
Yeah, I was just like, forget it, because I normally just paint at the house, but it's like, do different stuff, like, because back then, when I didn't have it, I was going crazy. Like, people think I work hard now. Man, I was a demon.
Well, that's cool, man.
I was going crazy. Yeah. So definitely took some time, and it was just like, bro, YOLO, you only live once, man. So why not? So forget it.
Well, I think you're a living example, man, of somebody who can go through struggles, go through crazy trials, not have the support of their family. Basically homeless, living out of your friend's car, and still find a way to pursue your passion. So I hope that whoever's listening to this right now knows, like, look, here's a living example right in front of you. He's up the street in Pembroke Pines, and you should buy his art too.
Yeah, everything takes time for sure. I've just been fortunate enough to have it my way because I just really believed in myself. If I listen to the people, if I listen to other people, I would not be where I'm at right now. And that's another thing too, why a lot of people don't do what they do, because it's somebody they looked up to in their lives. It's like, man, you can't do it, and boom, it just that crushes them. But me, it was just like, nah, I'm going to show you. Like, my friends know when I say I'm about to spaz, like, spaz is like, I'm gonna go
Well, it's funny that you're saying that. It's funny that you're saying that because, I mean, I'm just trying to do little things, right?
Yeah.
Like this podcast or a boot camp that we're doing. And through the grapevine, you hear people, there's chatter. There's chatter in the background. And somebody mentioned to somebody else that, oh, Adrian and Alex are going to do a boot camp. And their response was, who's going to show up? Adrian is not a trainer and you just started. I had a training certificate when I was 18. I've been working out since I was 11 years old. I mean, I have a training background. Maybe I'm not certified right now today, but I got some knowledge that I could share with people.
Yeah.
But not only that, like, people are always going to try to dim your light whenever you're trying to do something good.
Yeah, for sure. Because, you know, people only say, oh, you're weird, you can't do that, because they're not doing it. You know, the people that's saying it's impossible, they need to stop saying that to the people that are actually doing it.
Because it's about action.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, you want to be a photographer, you want to be a trainer, it takes thousands of actions.
Yeah.
As long as you see the vision, then that's all that matters. Because, bro,
it's hard.
Nah, it's definitely hard.
But it's not impossible.
But it's not. I was not looking for easy. I was looking for possible. And I knew, bro, like, I swear to God, like, I knew it was just a matter of time. Like, I told my friend, his name is Maud, and I was like, man, we're going to be great. You know, everything takes time. Like, he knows me. Like, I'm always chit-chat. I'm always like, man, I got this. We got this.
Shout out to Maud.
We got this. We're going to push through and all that. He pushes me. I push him. And, yeah, bro, now it's like we're here actually making it happen. Which is, sometimes it blows my mind. Like, man, I was sleeping on the couch like 3 years ago. I'm only 23, man. And the fact that I'm doing this great, my 30s, it's like, I'm going to be everywhere, man. Well, I hope.
Don't forget about the little people,
nah,
right?
hell no. Nah. You already know, man. Nah,
but that's
man.
awesome, man.
But I get a lot of inspo from Mojo. You know,
Mojo's dope.
Yeah, Mojo is so awesome, bro.
And he's wise too.
Yeah, man.
At Mojo Art, people.
Yeah, man. You know, him and Alejandra is like people I look up to. Like, he was like literally a living example of who I want to be when I get older. You know, have that family and all that stuff. How I met Mojo is so crazy, bro. I was cheesing, man. Like, I was like crazy. So, back in the day, I had this lady that helped me out getting this show in Dorel, and we were painting outside. And then I was following him already. I think it was around 2019, and I'm looking at his painting. I recognized him. I'm like, I know I've seen this before.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm looking at the painting. I'm like, man, I know I've seen this before. And I see Mojo. I'm like, oh my God, that's him. Oh, I'm going crazy. Like, I've been following him.
Yeah.
You know, I've been a freaking fan.
Yeah.
So when I see him in person, I was like, oh, like,
and he's so crazy. Cool, right?
Bro, so cool.
Chill,
like,
humble.
Bro, I was just cheesing the whole time, like a fan, like a groupie. Like, I was like, oh my God, like oh my God, like bro, you can ask them. I love talking to them. They're dope people, and yeah, bro, I get my inspo from him.
Yeah, Alejandra from the first day when she started seeing my work, she was like, "You're she was like, oh, you're a photographer." I was like, "Oh, it's a side hobby," and she just looks at me. She's like, "No, Adrian, you're a photographer, and you need to live like a photographer." And I'm like, whoa. But yeah, she's intense like that. But it's so cool because when she believes in you, like she put me on my first Basil show when I was with you.
Yeah. They're dope, caring.
It was
people,
something where
bro.
I never expected, and it was like an honor. And I remember being like, like, wow, I don't know why you're giving me this platform, but thank you. You believe in me, and I don't believe in myself in that aspect of my life. But damn, that's dope.
Those are the type of people you need to surround yourself with.
I agree with you.
Know, just we may not talk every day. You know, I see them a lot or whatever, but it's just the fact knowing them. It's just like, wow, you know, I know these people. They're great. You know, I call them if I'm going through something. They'll check up on me. Like, yeah, those people, like, literally living examples of what I want to be in the future.
I agree with you.
Literally, like, just helping people be like, yeah, man. Yeah, bro, they're freaking crazy. I can't even put it into words. It's like I'm always thanking them.
Yeah.
Just for thanking them for being them.
Yeah.
Literally.
Just being real.
Just being real.
And being lights.
Yeah, bro. They're freaking awesome, bro.
Well, awesome, Jimmy. Jimmy, anything else that you want to put out there before we check out?
Well, yeah, definitely believe in yourself. I know times may be hard, but you know, they eventually will pass. Cause look, I almost killed myself, and now it's like I'm at a level where, you know, I'm starting to paint for celebrities and, you know, make other people smile, make other people happy. So imagine if I did take that route, none of that would have been happening, and life would have just went on. You know, definitely owe it to yourself to be better. And yeah, man, you know, you only live once, so it's like, why not?
Why not?
You know, why wouldn't you want to be better? Why wouldn't you want to be great? You know, wouldn't you want to see yourself at the top? You know, just doing something you love, being who you are, whatever. And no matter what, man, I always say, don't let people bring you down. Say no to the people that's saying no to you, to your dreams. Like, oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. Even when I was selling prints for $10, some people weren't buying. And I was discouraged and stuff like that. I could have been like, man, you know, I'm not going to do it or whatever. But a lot of people quit their dreams or whatever they want if they don't see no progress in like 2 months. Things take time. It takes years of improvement, years of commitment, years of being consistent. You really just have to want it in this life. What you do during your time every single day determines if you're going to be successful or not. Because I could go to a party every day. I could go to the club every day. I'm not making any type of progress. But if I'm working out, if I'm painting, if I'm researching, if I'm doing what I love, that's progress every single day. And it just keeps growing, you know? So a lot of people really need to focus on that part, the good part, not the bad part. Because the bad part, that's going to go away through time. The good times, they're always going to stay, you know? So, yeah, man, we all got this, bro. Yeah, I feel like social media really just made it complicated, you know, because a lot of people, they compare themselves to other people. Oh, man, he got the jet, I don't got the jet. He got the money, I don't got the money. Everybody's on a different path. If you stay committed to your path, that time is going to come. I stay committed to my path. That's why I'm able to do what I want to do, you know, not compare myself to him or her or whatever, you know. In a matter of time, I'm going to get that. That's going to happen for me just through time. Doesn't mean it's not ever going to happen. If I work towards it, if I have a vision, if I have a goal and I work towards it, a lot of people pray, but you need to pick up your legs and go for it.
Yeah.
That's literally it. And that's what I did.
Yeah, prayer without action is just words.
It's just words, you know. So I stay committed towards everything I do. I stay committed. And yeah, bro, you just really have to want it. So,
awesome,
yeah.
Jimmy.
Gang, gang.
Hey.
You already know.
What a pleasure, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. So,
no, for sure. It. For sure.
Thanks for coming through, Jimmy. Check him out, Art Monster 3.
Wee!
And that's about it. See you guys next time.
Yeah.